Baby Charles, or Charlie as everybody knows him, was due on May 23rd, and there was no sign of him coming anytime soon. And me and Jack were talking about dinner plans, and 3 p.m. all of a sudden I just feel discomfort, and it just started happening so fast. And as I get downstairs, that's when my water finally broke. And then I'm like, the baby's head is coming out. It's here. My mom and Jack, they're like, no, you just think it's there, but it's not. I'm like, no, it's there. And as soon as I get in the car, the head just came out. And that's when we got on military, and that's when we see Deputy Jim.
And Deputy Breslin, when you get the wave and you realize something's off, something's wrong. Did you ever expect that it was going to be that you were going to need to help with a delivery?
Well, no, not really. But by the look on his face, I knew something important was happening in his life. And he said, my wife's having a baby, and the baby's head is sticking out. So I had no idea that was going to be what was going to happen that day. Many people have pulled up next to my car over the years and asked for directions or whatever. Maybe now in hindsight, I wish he was asking for where I-95 was. But the rest, it happens very, very, very quickly. If somebody put a timer on it, it'd probably be about 30, 40 seconds from the time I walked up to the time Charlie was born. And then there's a lot of concern about how blue he was, and we were trying to get him to cry and breathe and rub his back and slap his feet and do all sorts of things to stimulate him to get him cry. And then when you hear him cry in that video, there's a little bit of a celebration amongst us there. Very happy, yes. When I stew it all down, my responsibility was to keep Charlie's head from hitting the floor, And I caught him one-handed. Dad caught him by his body, and it's just our cat-like reflexes, and good timing, and a lot of luck. This has turned out to be so phenomenal for me, not only for them, but for me. I just really feel really blessed to have been there. So,
how did it feel for you guys knowing he was there with you?
Oh,
it's almost like having a parent around. Almost, you just have an figure of authority. I mean, when I pulled up behind him, I'm like, oh, this guy must have done this at least a half a dozen times. And I mean, he sure acted like he did. So it was comforting. Yeah,
He's something very special about him, and there's a reason why he was there that day, for him to experience the birth of our son.
Uncle Jimmy.
Yeah, got Uncle Jimmy now.
Now we know there's Uncle Jimmy, and I go to sleep at night. I'm like, oh, Uncle Jimmy is here, so he will always be here, at least for Charlie. And he says that he's lucky to have us, but I think it's mutual. It's mutual. And yeah.
Family got bigger than we expected.
Yes, that's for sure.
Had a baby, got an uncle. So
yeah.
that's it.